All right. Well, it looks like we are live. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. One second. All right. Looks like we're live now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Piss Off. I am your host, John Maneri. Episode 2. Today it is July 7th, Tuesday, 2020. Hope everyone had a good, fun, safe holiday weekend. Before we fully get started, I'm just going to double check to make sure my audio is working. Just, even though I can hear it here, sometimes y'all can't hear it. So we're just going to check on that real quick. Ba-na-na-na. Yeah, sounds like it's working. All right, so welcome. So today, some huge news. Huge. Let's switch this camera here. Epstein's best friend, fellow pedophile, fellow human and child trafficker, fellow Satanist, fellow tyrannical eugenicist, fellow Illuminati, fellow just elite, whatever you want to call this scumbag, was caught in New Hampshire, arrested in a mansion. That poses a lot of questions. All right? How you going to tell me, right, that this woman was one of the most wanted women for questioning with the whole Epstein thing, knowing she should have been top priority, FBI's top 10 in my opinion. I don't know if she was. But just vanished for 6 months. They didn't know where she was. When they arrested her, she had 3 iPhones. This thing I talk about Cheez-Its, it gives me ads for Cheez-Its. They couldn't find her. Yeah, bull. So she had plenty of time to tie up loose ends, hide any evidence, blah, blah, blah. And she tested positive for coronavirus already before she even got to the New York prison. It's just so funny how this all works. Next thing compromised immune system. So anyways, that's just some of the breaking news I wanted to get into today. They transferred her to the same prison as Epstein. So, we all know that's going to go well. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell did not kill herself. What a bucket of pus. Look at this douche. Huh. And what's her net worth? So wait, I'm going to show you guys something crazy. So everyone's all up Trump's butt about, he was partying with Epstein in 93. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about that before we get into this. Let me switch this here. Trump, once he realized what Epstein was about, banned him from Mar-a-Lago. This was way, many years ago. Banned him from Mar-a-Lago, right? See if anyone... All right, word. Welcome, everybody. Banned him from Mar-a-Lago, right? And then was the only, wealthy person in his little friend group, Epstein's friend group, to help the feds in the case. Banned him. Hasn't been to the island, right? Hasn't seen him since. Back when they were meeting and partying. Yeah, they were partying. You go to a bar and meet your buddy. It's what you do. Mungos. So... I just want to know why that is such a big deal and how it's continuing to be a big deal. But then, let's switch. Oh, look at that. Our best friend, Ghislaine, and this ain't Photoshop, folks. That's, ready? Chelsea, heard you douchebag father, Bill, and looky. Look at this little, I can't zoom in any further, of course not. This is disgusting. But no one wants to talk about it. No one. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Look. No, of course. Yeah. What's this? That's Diana? What is that? Wait a minute. Is that Ghislaine Maxwell shaking hands with Princess Diana? Folks, Princess Diana was murdered. So anyways, that was just something I wanted. Anyway, so yeah, she's arrested. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm kind of freaking out about it. If she dies, it's game over, folks. It's game over. And no one wants to talk about, Naomi Campbell. We're not going to talk about that. Who was... Right, no one wants to talk about that. Right, that was Prince Andrew. There was a picture... Is this Angela from The Office? Nope. There was a picture... Oh, that's right. So not only, Trump proved that this guy was no good and helped the feds, no one wants to talk about this either. No one wants to talk about this. Oh, they were, just rich and friends. No, that man's been to the island. Right there, right out of the Black Book, right out of the Butler Black Book. This bioterrorist doesn't give a darn about you. Look at him, this little, what a coward. Alright, so I just wanted to vent about that for a bit. We're going to go into Epstein in another episode, more in depth. Yeah. Yep, right there in the FBI. Right there in the FBI logs. Bill Gates. Whatever, man. No one cares. Trump and him partied in the 90s. But yeah, Trump banned him from Mar-a-Lago. Oh, we don't care. Oh, see, this one tells you who it is. Alright, so whatever. Ghislaine Maxwell's arrested. We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated. Alright. Back to Project Veritas. Why does she look like Epstein too? Yeah. Dakota, I actually was wondering the same thing. They both have ancestry from England and Israel and France, like that little region of the world. So it could be that. They were both, like how a lot of Italians look the same, a lot of African Americans look the same, a lot of Jewish people have similar facial structures, features, all that kind of stuff. Why do I appear frozen on Facebook? Oh, never mind. Sabrina, yeah, dude. I'm going to get into Bill Gates in another episode, so... Yeah. Alright. So back to Project Veritas. Just a quick recap, because if you want to know what Project Veritas is and the details behind it, check out episode 1. I'm going to be posting all these to YouTube soon, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saving them on an external hard drive, so, long story short, this is just a news organization that just wears body cams and exposes, corruption and bias. So we're going to go to the latest stories. We're going to start with the Facebook, or should we just do the Antifa thing? Let's do the Antifa one. There it is. Yeah, we'll start with this one. So this is ex-Rose City Antifa member that went undercover to expose some of Antifa's, just really scary stuff. There's a quote, and we're going to watch the video, don't worry. Practice things like an eye gouge. It takes very little pressure to injure someone's eyes. Not encouraging anyone to do that for, Zuckerberg and all his bots watching me. Also, sorry about the green screen not fully working. We're working on it. Police are going to be like, perfect, we can prosecute these Antifa effers, look how violent they are, and not what we aren't, but we need to effing hide that. So these are good quotes from, Antifa leaders admitting that, oh, we need to put out this front, even though we're actually just out there to cause violence. Consider, destroying your enemy, not delivering a really awesome right hand, right eye, left eye, below, it's not boxing, it's not kickboxing, it's destroying your enemy. These people are fully advocating for violence, claiming it's in the name of anti-fascism, attacking non-fascist Trump supporters, which they're actually committing fascism. It's so funny. The whole goal of this, right, is to get out there and do dangerous things as safely as possible. So let's do this.
I've been undercover with Rose City Antifa since July of 2000. Depending on the setting, if I were to be caught or found out in a setting where I am present with them, it could escalate to violence against me.
Don't be that f***ing guy with the goddamn spiked brass knuckles getting photos taken of you. Police are going to be like, perfect, we can prosecute these f***ers.
So this is body cam footage. This is how Project Veritas works. And this is that guy, Nicholas Safini.
Look how violent they are. Right? Not that we're not, but we need to hide it.
Just a little warning. This one's a little violent. It's a little heartbreaking. So just, fair warning. Yeah. So okay, they didn't show all of it.
So currently I am a prospect for Rose City Antifa, and I am about halfway through the prospecting process to become a full-fledged member of Antifa.
If you ruin their day, if you heckle them, you make them feel like they look ridiculous, you make them feel outnumbered, and therefore their whole yay yay America Trump thing is going to go by the wayside.
They reached out to me through Proton Mail, and we went back and forth, and there was an interview set to meet up in Portland. So to verify that it was me, they had me wear a white shirt and have a water bottle and show up at a Starbucks where a person was going to ID me and approach me and asked who I was, and I told them, and I followed them to the destination where the interview was going to be held. There, we went to a place called Imperial. They were getting this trade craft from someone else, someone with much more experience, someone who did this for a living. Caroline, which is the founder of RCA, moved to Sweden with her husband, who is a dual citizen. So there's a back and forth with a European connection.
Rose City Antifa holds required lectures for prospecting members in secret at In Other Words bookstore before they open. And as part of their security culture, they require us to put our phones in the bathroom next door. This bathroom is not only away from the main room where the lecture is taking place, but also has a fan that muffles any sound from the room.
The whole goal of this, right, is to get out there and do dangerous things as safely as possible.
How violent is Antifa, or RCA in particular?
Practice things like an eye gouge. It takes very little pressure to injure someone's eyes.
They do not hesitate to either push back or incite some kind of violence. In our classes and in our meetings, when we
Incite violence because they disagree with someone's political opinion, aka fascism.
before we do any sort of demonstration or black bloc, we talk about weapons detail and what we carry and what we should have. What is black bloc? Well, this is black bloc right now. The term is used to a tactic in which individuals conceal their identity to look uniform so that no one can be identified in an act of a crime. With RCA, it seems much more structured, almost like a company or like a business. So, I feel like there is some type of outside funding, influence, or resources being used.
Consider destroying your enemy, not delivering a really awesome right hand, left eye blow, It's not boxing, it's not kickboxing, it's destroying your enemy.
So yeah, that's Project Veritas for you. Well, that's Antifa for you, I should say. There's another video. Alright, this one's big. Hold on, guys. It keeps telling me my encoder is, like, overloading. I'll fix that on another day. Still learning the whole thing. Da, 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 da. It was working fine earlier. Alright, George Soros is another lovely, lovely human being. And by that, I mean I hate him. Alright, I'm going to turn off my camera for now, which is pissing me off, because it's telling me the stream's lagging because of that. Alright. So this is George Soros. Ex-Jew hunter for the Nazis. Multi-billionaire. Sorry, taking a drink of G Fuel. Alright. He is known for funding just chaos to try and take down, you know, he's just full-blown, you know, world agenda, human population control. For those of you that don't know, he actually has a movie character, a Pixar character based after him, and that's Mr. Waternoose. We'll talk about that another day. That Monsters, Inc. is about the harvesting of organs from kids that he funds. But we will talk about that another day. Refuse Fascism uses Antifa-like tactics. Organizer claims they received money from Soros, met with Steyer advisor. You'll see there's people even in the Hillary campaign that worked with Refuse Fascism because they see the danger. We actually did get a grant from Soros. We started a thing called the National Day of Appreciation for Abortion Providers. Soros is behind all that too. So yeah, let's get it.
We did apply for a grant from Soros at one point, just a long time ago. We actually did get a grant from them. There is going to be a need for thousands of people and then millions to come into the streets.
We're trying to meet with Tom Steyer. We've been talking to his assistant. We're meeting with his main advisor on impeachment. I think he has political ambitions that he may actually want to not be directly connected. In Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, this at a certain point dominates the national news. It's a very disruptive force.
Last week, we released video of New York Antifa-like group Refuse Fa, short for Refuse Fascism, training people how to poke people's eyes out and reframing assault as self-defense.
Yeah, so if that doesn't knock them out, then yeah, the nose, the face, the eyes, poke the eyes with the other day. Absolutely. We just kind of want to, in the space, reframe the idea of self-defense as not simply you're being acted upon by an aggressor, but it's a kind of a decision you make to fight back. In a lot of ways to say, I'm human and I occupy this space and I'll be not.
Now today, we unmask undercover footage of their national organizer, the national organizer for Refuse Fascism, and we release footage that suggests who might even be funding their militant operation.
The ultimate vision is for people to break with their comfort and come into the streets day after day, night after night, in the hundreds of thousands until the millions, and not leave until they have to step down. The thing about this is that we see that this is not going to happen.
Folks, I am going to be right back. I'm going to have to stop the stream real quick. I apologize. I know how to fix it, but I have to stop the stream to fix it. And I want this stream to be cool. So I will be right back, literally in like 30 seconds. All right.